Hi lovelies! I hope you all had an incredible holiday season and that you are ready to welcome the new year. Now, if you're anything like me, maybe you're hoping to get your eating back on track for 2023. And if that's the case, then today you have come to the right place because I am sharing a roundup of some of my all-time favorite healthy recipes that are perfect for meal prep and are going on my meal plan this January. Now, all of these recipes are quick and easy and also perfect for meal prep. So if you're planning on doing some meal prep, these are all great for that. Now, just before we get to that, I want to remind you guys that our amazing meal planning site, Healthy Meal Plans, is here to make your lives in the kitchen easier. Now, if you've never tried it before, there is just so much to love. It allows you to browse more than 1,000 recipes, drag and drop them into your weekly meal plan, and then automatically generates your grocery list for the week. How great is that? Once you're done watching this yummy video, I hope you will check it out and that you can use it as a tool to keep your eating on track all year long. Now, without further ado, let's get going with our healthy recipe roundup, starting with my favorite recipe of 2022, this Greek salmon meal prep. Now, as you guys know, over the years, I've shared hundreds of recipes on the channel, and some just have staying power, and that is definitely the case with this delicious Greek salmon meal prep. So the salmon itself is super succulent. It's tossed in this amazing Greek seasoning and then pan fried so it gets nice and crispy on all sides. But in my opinion, the best part of this recipe is actually the cauliflower Greek salad that's super flavorful, super crunchy, and holds up beautifully in meal prep. I should also mention that if you wanted to skip the salmon here and use chicken instead, you definitely could. It would still be absolutely delicious. Next up is this ultra fresh chickpea, cucumber, and feta salad that is actually inspired by the Jennifer Aniston salad that made the rounds on social media this year. Now, instead of bulgur wheat like Jennifer Aniston uses, I opted for some cooked quinoa instead to keep this gluten-free and add a nice hit of protein. The addition of fresh parsley, mint, and chopped pistachios really makes this salad something special and puts it very high up on my must-try list. Speaking of everyone's favorite superfood, quinoa, this crunchy Thai quinoa is not to be missed. It can be made in absolutely no time and stored in the refrigerator for up to 4 days, making it perfect for meal prep. Plus, it's bright, colorful, crunchy, loaded with nutrition, and extra delicious thanks to the addition of this Thai peanut dressing that you really have to taste to believe. Next, if you're craving something a little more comforting, then look no further than this absolutely delicious hearty vegetable soup. It's quick and easy to make, but loaded with fiber and good for you ingredients you'll love. Now, if you wanted to pump up the protein here, you definitely could by adding some chicken to this soup, or you can leave it entirely vegetarian. It's totally up to you. Keep in mind, this soup freezes beautifully, so go ahead and make a double batch and have some on hand to reheat on a busy weeknight when you just don't feel like cooking. Next, let's talk about this absolutely delicious ranch turkey and sweet potato skillet. This quick and easy one-pot wonder is perfect for weeknight dinner, but also meal preps beautifully, so there is just so much to love. It all starts with some protein-packed ground turkey, paired with some fiber-rich sweet potatoes, and then I take it right over the top with a nice big drizzle of tangy ranch dressing for oh so much flavor. This is a total crowd pleaser for both the kids and adults alike. You can make it for dinner tonight and take it for lunch tomorrow. Come on guys, what is not to love about that? One more quick and easy dinner idea that makes my must-try list this year is this garlic shrimp and white bean skillet. It comes together with just a handful of ingredients in under 15 minutes. So let's be honest, there is a lot to love. Plus, it's packed with protein, fiber, and nutrients, courtesy of the combination of shrimp, white beans, tomatoes, and baby spinach. If you wanted to swap out the shrimp in this recipe, you could totally use some salmon as well, and it would be just as delicious. Next, let's talk salads, because let's be honest, it's hard to talk about the new year without talking about salads. Now, as you probably already know if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, I generally don't love salads, so when I find one that I actually enjoy, it goes on heavy rotation in my house, and that is definitely the case with this absolutely delicious Super 7 salad that, in my opinion, is totally life-changing. Now, instead of starting with a boring bed of lettuce for this recipe, this superfood packed salad all starts with some kale, some cabbage, and some Brussels sprouts, so tons of great crunch. And then I top that off with some blueberries, some slivered almonds, and an absolutely delicious homemade poppy seed dressing. And what you end up with is a salad you and your family will not be able to get enough of. Again, because there's no lettuce here, it meal preps absolutely beautifully. So go ahead and make a nice big batch and pack it up for lunch. Lots and lots to love. Now, if you're looking for something that's even more satisfying, then this Vietnamese-inspired chicken salad is for you. It all starts with a bed of filling rice noodles, which I top with some crunchy cabbage and carrots, and then I load on shredded chicken. This is a perfect place to use leftover chicken if you have it on hand, or you can buy a rotisserie chicken from the supermarket, shred it up, and pile it on top. The real secret to making this salad sing, though, is with the incredible dressing. That's the perfect balance of sweet, savory, tangy, and umami flavors, all coming together to make your mouth water. Now, rounding out my list of salads that satisfy is this absolutely gorgeous green goddess version that starts on a bed of crunchy cabbage, broccoli, and kale, and then gets a protein pick-me-up courtesy of some quinoa and some boiled eggs. But once again, the real secret here is my green goddess dressing, which is a combination of Greek yogurt, some lemon, and some fresh herbs. And you've got an absolutely irresistible dish that is perfect, once again, for meal prep. And last but not least, for all you low-carb lovers out there, I have got my low-carb breakfast biscuits that you honestly have to taste to believe. These are gluten-free, they're keto-friendly, and they also happen to be totally delicious. Now, these beauties are made with almond flour instead of wheat flour, but they're still surprisingly light and fluffy. And I should also mention that my husband Greg would tell you that this is the best recipe I have ever made. And that's saying a lot, because let's be honest, I've made a lot of recipes. Guys, I really hope you found this recipe roundup helpful and that it will inspire you to get into the kitchen more in 2023. If you want to give any of these recipes a try, keep in mind I have linked all of the full recipes with the measurements and instructions in the description box below, and that they can also be found on my website, healthymealplans.com. Remember, Healthy Meal Plans is here to make your lives in the kitchen easier. It allows you to browse more than 1,000 recipes, drag and drop them into your weekly meal plan, and then automatically generates your grocery list for the week. How easy is that? If you do give any of these recipes a try, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo, because you know how much I love seeing your kitchen creations. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, because there is lots more healthy deliciousness where this came from. Happy New Year!